The Walking Dead ends with a promise of more life. The 11th and final season of The Walking Dead concluded Sunday night by teeing up several impending spin-offs. Here are 5 takeaways from the long-awaited ending. Norman Reedus, in a black leather jacket, as Daryl and Melissa McBride, with long gray hair, as Carol in the series finale of The Walking Dead. Norman Reedus and Melissa McBride in the series finale of The Walking Dead. The long-running zombie hit concluded Sunday night after 11 seasons. Credit Jace Downs Norman Reedus, in a black leather jacket, as Daryl and Melissa McBride, with long gray hair, as Carol in the series finale of The Walking Dead. This article includes spoilers for the series finale of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead has been ending for a very long time. When it debuted on AMC in the fall of 2010, The Walking Dead was something of an aberration in the prestige TV landscape, a gory, effects-heavy horror drama for adults that combined graphic grand guignol violence with the strong moral center of shows like The Sopranos and Breaking Bad. It soon emerged as an unlikely hit. At the height of its popularity, around 2013-16, it became one of the most watched cable TV series in history, with roughly 21 million people tuning into the season 7 premiere to find out who was killed by the new villain Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, after the previous season's much discussed and wildly controversial cliffhanger finale.Since we learned the answer to that question, it was a double whammy, with both Abraham, Michael Cudlitz, and Glenn, Stephen Yeun, taking a baseball bat to the head. The show's prominence has steadily declined. Ratings have plummeted, hovering these days between 1 and 2 million viewers per episode, while central cast members have either fled to the spin-off Fear the Walking Dead or been written out entirely. They include Andrew Lincoln, who starred as the series lead, Rick Grimes, before leaving midway through season 9. Of the original group of survivors, only the fan favorites Daryl, Norman Reedus, and Carol, Melissa McBride, remain, flanked by a handful of multi-season stalwarts like Negan, Maggie, Lauren Cohan, Father Gabriel, Seth Gilliam, and Eugene, Josh McDermitt. The 11th and final season of the post-apocalyptic zombie drama has been broken up into 3 batches of 8-hour-long episodes, the first chunk of which premiered way back in August 2021. In that span of time, our remaining heroes have abandoned Alexandria, their home for the previous 6 seasons, been reluctantly inducted into the Commonwealth, a huge prosperous community run by ostensibly benevolent Governor Pamela Milton, Lila Robbins, battled and defeated the nefarious foes the Reapers, led by the mustachioed tyrant Pope, Richie Coster, and skirmished elaborately with Lance Hornsby, Josh Hamilton, the Commonwealth's manipulative deputy governor, who caused all kinds of trouble before finally being killed off a few weeks ago. It was a lot of ground to cover in one season. Much of it is based on material outlined in the Walking Dead comic books by Robert Kirkman, in particular the arrival of our core protagonists to the Commonwealth, which is where the comics ended in 2019, and the ensuing struggle for power between the Commonwealth's corrupt leaders and our, mostly, noble heroes. But the series has diverged from the source material often enough over the years, cavalierly killing off foundational comic book characters or following new threads of its own invention. Plenty of questions remained about how the show would end. The penultimate episode, last week, left us with a vintage Walking Dead cliffhanger. The plucky Judith Grimes, Kylie Fleming, is shot during a tense standoff between the core group and the Commonwealth's now fully villainous powers that be, and while attempting to save her before she bleeds out, Daryl, Carol and the others are surrounded on all sides by flesh-eating walkers. The finale picks up where we left off, with a mad scramble to escape the walker horde and save Judith's life.